What's going on, folks? Today I gave a good friend of mine a ride to work, and they invited me into their office to see everything. I guess they liked their new digs, and they were trying to, show me off everything. And I liked it. I appreciate it. There was one thing that occurred that I have to speak to you guys about. It's inconsiderate behavior. And, I spoke yesterday, I believe, about the narcissistic boss. And today I want to go revisit that topic because in this case, what I witnessed was blatant disrespect, overt invalidation, if you want to call it that, and just tactics that these tactics that I keep talking about over and over again that are being used. And this was a great experience because I was able to literally experience the environment firsthand and see one of these narcissists in action. And they never fail to let me down. They never let me down when I'm witnessing this stuff. So what happens is that we go in the office and they're getting coffee and they're showing me their desk in their area and just showing me a bunch of things, and I was impressed. It was pretty nice. To which going down the hall, we passed the big boss's office. They stuck their head in and said hello, introduced me, and the boss was very standoffish. Not necessarily to me. They were that way to me too, I guess as an extension of my friend, but they made it a point to ignore my friend. Now, I know my friend is a good worker. They put their time in, they stay over, they do a lot of things to build this company that they're working for up. And they're a good employee. But the reason why they'll never be the boss is because the boss knows that they have something within themselves that is greater than that boss. So this person, this childish person with authority, decides like a child to blatantly ignore this person and treat them disrespectfully after they had acknowledged the boss. So what series of events in a person's life, like I always have to ask, are created that put people in a situation where they're literally something is wrong with them? They're very inconsiderate, they're very rude. They're very childish in these groups that they hang in. And I'm really at my wit's end in trying to figure out what's wrong with these people and how to stop this shit, right? If you're with me and you're like me, let's join me and we're going to do something about this. We're going to step on these sociopaths, take the scalps, right? But I had to speak on that because it was really, really interesting to see these narcissists in action. The game being played right before my eyes. Fucking fantastic, right? A perfect conversation piece. I walked right into it. So I'm glad I was able to pitch in and help my friend out this morning. And the result is a great video for you guys to learn from. Because if you're not trying to learn from this experience, right, then you're probably one of the people who are creating the experiences. And if you're a boss, remember the ass you kick today will likely, because of the universe, will likely be the one that you kiss tomorrow. And when you kiss that butt or kiss those boots, it's not going to be a pretty sight. And you guys don't know that because you're short-sighted, right? You don't realize your connection to other people. You're very inconsiderate and you're bad people, right? You're very bad people. So, very quickly, I'll talk about some of the techniques you can use. You're just going to deflect that bullshit. You're not going to even feed into it. You're not going to even give them the satisfaction of the invalidation because that's what they seek. They're like children. When they were 5 years old, they got, kids ignore them all the time. And now it's their turn to do it to you. These are crazy, crazy people. The scary thing, though, is in the world at large, these are our leaders. These people are running and governing and running our corporations and our businesses, right? The crazy people. So when you look at your coworker and you realize that they're a BSC, batshit crazy person, right? Realize that they were recruited, by someone who shares a similar distortion. And that's all you need to know, right? I'm not going to even draw this out, but I had to really quickly talk to you guys just to let you know about this experience. Because you probably will go to work this morning, right? And come into your jobs or something, and you'll see these same flying monkey bullshitters and these same narcissistic master planning bosses who have nothing to do, have plenty of time on their hands just to play and wreak havoc in your lives, because they're low lives. They also like to appoint people, who fit that bill, other low lives. People who are willing to sell their souls or do whatever they got to do to get ahead and to get into this game, right? And these people at these jobs, right, they're only going to recruit people, who are willing to do their bidding. So if you're a strong, independent person, realize that when you're not getting ahead and you're doing your job and you're working overtime and you're putting in, great amounts of effort for the company, realize that it's not going to be rewarded, because that is part of the game, in a nutshell. I love bad behavior. I don't love bad people. Never cared for them, right? Never have a place for them in my heart. Never see a place for them in the world at large, because all they're going to do is disenfranchise people like me and you. So when I say join me, I really mean join me. It's not even a joke at this point, because these are the reasons for violence and so many things that happen in this world that don't even have to occur, right? So I didn't want to delve into the clinicals today. I'm going to get back to what I was doing, but I just had to stop, talk to you people, and remind you to be courteous, right? I understand that mornings suck. I understand that. Without, you don't have a cup of coffee or something, I get it. Mornings can really suck. But remember, that person next to you, they didn't do anything to you. And if you're the type of person who's willing to infringe on someone's feelings just because of yours, you're childish and you're petty, like I always speak about. Enjoy your day.